This video is part of a two-part series of how I built my model Jackson Hole Airport, but it is also kind of like a how to build a model airport, but I think you'll see why. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we will be building a model airport, or just the runway and connections part of the airport. So before you do anything trying to build the physical model airport, you want to do some research about the model airport. A good way to do that is to go to Google, Safari, or your browser, and you want to just go search up your airport. In my case, it is Jackson Hole Airport. You can get to Jackson Hole Airport, and if you scroll down, you can always see this Wikipedia page, and you want to go to that. When you get into Wikipedia, you can see Jackson Hole Airport. You can see some the airport codes, and you can see some owners, and then you can see some maps and history, and then over here on the right side, you want to get to the runways. So runways is really important, so you know how long your airport will be, and what it is made of. So here we can see that the runway is 6,300 feet, or 1,920 meters, and it is made out of asphalt. And we so you know what color the airport the runway will look like. So, and you can see histories, facilities, and you want to go down to airlines and destinations, and you can see which airlines will fly here and what their destinations are from. This is really important, so then you can know what aircraft fly here. So so you can make your airport more accurate. And down here, this is not that important. You can see some statistics and accidents, I guess, if you want to include that. Into your airport. So after you basically did your research, you can look around here. What you want to do is go to your maps. So I'm going to Apple Maps, but you can go to Google Earth, or you can go to Google Maps. They all work. So what you want to do, so right now I'm already in the airport, but sometimes you might show up in this type. You don't want this. What you want is the satellite. So you have to search up what airport, obviously, and you basically get the satellite image. This is really important, so you know what the airport will look like, and you really want to get a feel for it. Like you want to know which markings are here on the runway and where the connections are for your airport. And you can make some I guess just try to get notice some things. Like you can see that this runoff pad is a lot shorter than this one, which is pretty long actually. So you basically want to look around for look around the airport. And you can see where the terminal is, how the parking gates are drawn in. And then after you basically do this, you want to start like making the actual airport. So what you want to do is go back into Safari. You can go to this website you want to go to is diecastmodelaircraft.com. So right here I have it. And when you get in, you can see it's basically a site. You might want to make an account. It's free. You want to go to airport, and when you get into airport, you can see the free model airport foils. So you can see the aprons, the connections, the parking, the runways, the vegetation, the taxiway, and the streets. So for this video, we're only going to be doing connections and the runway. So what you want to do is go here and see you have all the pieces that a runway would need. You got so you can go around. So like we might want to start on, we can start off here, and you notice that's pretty long. So you might get this. You might want to go to you might want to find this part. But you're like, this is pretty short, so you might want to get 3 of them. It just all depends on your airport. And as you can see, there's a lot of entryways into the taxiway. Leading onto the connections. And you can see the airport pieces. So you basically want to find all the airport pieces. And what you want to do is, let's just say we're doing this one. You can take a screenshot of your airport. No. You can take the screenshot of the piece of the runway or airport that you want. So you can take a screenshot, and then what you want to do is crop out the background until you are left with only the airport piece. And you can click done, save to photos, and once you finish the runway, you want to go back and you click airport again. You can go to connections, and you can look back at Google Maps, and you can see the connection goes in like that. And you will want to find the piece like that, so we can see the piece is this one. And you want to do the same thing until you have all the runway pieces and the connection pieces that you want. And then what you want to do is to print. So once you print it out, you'll have to do some more work. So you want to collect all your pieces of the printed paper and all your runway. As you can see, I have mine here. And as you will see around the paper, you will see this white border. And what you want to do is using scissors to cut it out. So just take your time. You'll see you have the little white shreds, and you'll end up with that. So just take your time and make sure that everything is neat and there's no white edges. And then once you've cut out everything, you're ready for the next step. So after you've cut out all the borders, what you want to do is find a space where you can put your model airport. So in my case, this is a basement, and I have a lot of space here. And I'll just lay my runway from here, from the ping pong table all the way over to there near the air vent. So you want to find space for it. Like, you don't want the airport to be curving, which is really bad. So you need to find a wide open space, and then you want to start putting together the runway. So after you've got all your runway pieces, you should tape it together. I taped it on the grass, so it's you can see less of it. And I also taped it in sections, which I really recommend you doing, because it's just a lot easier to move around and tape together when you're finally done. So after you put your airport together, you might find some curves like this one, and you don't want that. So what you want to do is you want to straighten them out like this. So now you have straightened out your runway, and basically this is how you build the runway and the connections. Next week we will be doing taxiways and parking spots. I've got some of my parking spots right here with some of the aircraft that I am using for this airport. So next week we're going to be finishing up this airport, and hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.